Wife admits to cheating, then says I made her do it. I never thought I'd be the guy writing one of these posts, but here we are. I've read countless stories on here thinking, that'll never happen to me. We're different. We weren't. I, 34M, have been with my wife, 32F, for 10 years, married for 7. We built what I thought was a stable life together. Shared a home, finances, inside jokes, and a dream of starting a family in the next year. I wasn't perfect, but I truly believed we were a team. About a month ago, things started feeling off. She got glued to her phone in a way she never had before. Not the casual, scrolling TikTok before bed kind of glued. I mean, hiding the screen when I walked in, taking it with her everywhere, including the bathroom, and even turning off message previews. When I asked if something was wrong, she snapped at me for being paranoid and controlling. I told myself I was imagining things, but deep down, I knew. Last Friday, she was rushing to get ready for a night out with friends. While she was in the shower, I went to grab my charger from the living room. Her work laptop was open on the couch, and I swear I wasn't snooping. I just noticed her messaging app was still on screen, mid-conversation. The name at the top was one I recognized. David, a guy from her office she'd mentioned casually before. The messages weren't innocent. They were the kind of thing that makes your ears ring and your stomach drop. Last night was amazing. I can still smell your perfume on me. I wish I could wake up next to you instead of him. There were multiple references to next time and hotel. It wasn't vague. It wasn't just flirty. This was an active affair. When she came back into the room, hair wet, smiling like nothing was wrong, I asked, "Who's David to you?" Her face froze for half a second, then she smirked, actually smirked, and said, "Just a friend." I told her I'd read the messages. She went quiet, then rolled her eyes and muttered, "It's just flirting. You're blowing it out of proportion." When I pressed, she finally admitted they had slept together. A few times. And then came the part that truly broke me. "Well, maybe if you'd been more attentive, I wouldn't have looked elsewhere." She actually said that. No apology, no remorse, just blame shifting, like she had no control over her own actions. She went on to list reasons. I'd been working late, I didn't compliment her enough, we hadn't gone on a date in a while. All things that could have been solved by a single conversation, instead of betrayal. For the next few days, I tried to process it. I moved into the guest room. She carried on like nothing happened, still texting David for work, still going out at night without telling me where. When I told her I wanted her to cut contact if she wanted to work on things, she laughed and said, "I'm not letting you control who I talk to." That was my breaking point. I called my best friend, told him everything, and stayed with him for a night. The next morning, I went home while she was at work, packed my essentials, and left a letter on the counter explaining that I was done. I didn't scream. I didn't beg. I just left. I've already spoken to a divorce lawyer. We don't have kids, so the split should be clean. I'm keeping my personal savings and I'll buy her out of my share of the house. Mutual friends are split. Some are shocked. Others say they saw it coming. She's been texting me things like, "We can still fix this," and "You're throwing away everything over one mistake." But it wasn't one mistake. It was a choice she made multiple times, followed by a refusal to take accountability. That's not someone I can build a life with. I'm hurt. I'm angry. But mostly, I feel relief that I didn't waste another decade on someone who saw me as the problem for her own choices. If your gut tells you something's wrong, don't ignore it. I wish I'd listened to mine sooner.